Hey guys, welcome to today's video and welcome on into my beauty stash. Today we're gonna do a full face of Rare Beauty faves and fails. I definitely have some favorites in the Rare Beauty line, but unfortunately there are some misses that I have encountered along the way, and I want to let you guys know, in case you don't follow me over on Instagram, because I posted this last week as an Instagram reel. Rare Beauty sent me a beautiful PR package. This PR package contained all of their new highlighters, the highlighter brush, as well as their new under eye brightener. This is the very first time that I've received PR from Rare Beauty, and I unboxed everything in that video. I was blown away. I don't know. I was just so happy. I was just so happy. Thank you, Selena Gomez and the Rare Beauty team, for sending me your new goodies that I will definitely be trying out for you guys in today's video. If it is your first time here on my channel, I want to say hello and welcome to all of you. My name is Steph, and this is what I love to do. I love trying out new makeup. You're always going to see new makeup reviews here on my channel. I do multiple looks with eyeshadow palettes. We do makeup ranking videos here. We talk about makeup a lot, and we have a fabulous time while talking about the makeup. If that sounds like somewhere you want to be and something you want to see on pretty much a daily basis, I tend to upload quite a bit. Do me a favor, click on the subscribe button and hit the bell next to it. That way you'll be notified every time I do drop a new video. And if you're a fan of Rare Beauty, or maybe you've never tried the brand before, I think you picked an excellent video to watch. Give this video a thumbs up before you go. I will have everything linked in the description box in case you want to shop anything along the way. Some of those links are going to be affiliate links, so if you do end up buying from them, I thank you so much for supporting me and my channel. Let's dive on into this Rare Beauty faves and fails. Get ready with me, try on video. If you guys want to see all these Rare Beauty goodies in action, keep on watching. All right, I'm gonna remove my earrings. In case you're wondering where I got these little crosses from, they're oldies. They're oldies from Forever 21. First up is gonna obviously be complexion products. Now, we're unfortunately starting with something that just hasn't worked for me. I've tried this in so many different ways, and I have it on right now. I've been wearing it for about 3 hours today, and I don't really like the way it looks on my skin. And we're talking about the Rare Beauty Tinted Moisturizer. The shade I have in this one is a 14W. Is that the shade 14W? Yeah, I guess it is. This is, I've tried it as a foundation. I've reviewed it. This came out almost a year ago. So I've tried it like as a foundation to where I would just layer like some concealer on it. No, it never worked for me that way. The way I've been using it the last few weeks is exactly how it says, as a tinted moisturizer. So today, squeezed some out on my hands, rubbed it together, started applying all over, but I don't really feel, and this does have SPF, it's SPF 20 that it has. I don't really feel like it moisturizes all that much, and I feel like it just kind of settles into pores, and it's not my product. It is not my product from the brand, and before I take it off, I just wanted you guys to see how it looks. I mean, you can see even right here, like on the side of my nose. I mean, this is just how it looks acting as what it says, a tinted moisturizer with SPF. 3 hours in, not my favorite. I'm going to remove this, and then we're gonna come back and start with a product that I really do enjoy. Okay, so I applied some moisturizer, and I used this one from Supergoop. This is their Super Screen Daily Moisturizer, and this one has SPF 40. Let's start with primer. Now, this is a primer that I've really been enjoying from Rare Beauty. This is their pore minimizing, or what is it called? Their pore diffusing primer. This one is really good. This one sits well under pretty much all of the foundations that I've paired with it. It does a good job of kind of just blurring the pores a little bit, but it's not a heavy primer. It's like really lightweight, and it just sits really well. Like it, not sits, but it absorbs really well into the skin. And it feels really good too. I think I applied a little bit too much, but I really just like, especially in here and like right in this area, that's where I have my larger pores. It's just been a really, really nice primer. All right, so next two products, concealer and foundation. I have not found my favorites in either of these, and they only have one of each. There's one concealer, there's one foundation. I would say if I'm going to judge between the two, I like the concealer more than I like the foundation, but we're gonna go with it. We're gonna try them both today again, and maybe I'll have a better experience. Some of you have said to use less of the foundation, and I tend to be a little heavy-handed when I go in with my foundation. I have 150C in this one, and in the concealer I have 130N. I don't know why I have 150C. C is a cool, and N is neutral, and I'm usually neutral or warm. And I also want to say that I do love the packaging on this. You get a really large doe foot applicator as well. So I'm gonna use a little bit. You can start like that, and then I'll use concealer to add, you know, wherever I need more coverage. Now I have a few Rare Beauty brushes in my stash, but unfortunately I don't have their foundation brush. So I'm just gonna use this one from IT Cosmetics. This is one of their Love is the Foundation brushes, and we'll use this to just blend in the foundation. Let me know if you enjoy the Rare Beauty foundation. What has your experience been with it? Hopefully you've had a better go of it than I have. I just, you know, they can't all be winners, right? Like we can't always have it our way. You know, we're not gonna love everything from every single brand. And there'll be brands that they do amazing eye products, like eyeshadow products, eyeliner, mascara. And then when it comes to complexion, you know, concealer, primer, foundation, we don't really find ourselves within that brand. And that's okay. I mean, that's just the fun of playing with makeup and discovering, you know, what works and what doesn't. Little tricks along the way too. Okay, I agree with whoever told me go in with a small amount of the foundation, because I definitely think it's looking a lot better than the times that I have worn it. I would say this foundation is a nice medium coverage. What do you guys think? I mean, definitely if you build it up more, I'm not gonna add more foundation. I'm just making sure I've blended in what I have. I'm gonna go over everything with a damp sponge. But I think that looks really nice. The shade isn't bad either. So now we're going to go in with concealer. I do have the Rare Beauty Under Eye Brightener, but I've been seeing a couple Instagram reels where people are using this on top of their concealer, and it gives that much more of a brightening effect. So that is the way I want to try it today. I'm going to go in with the concealer. Once again, I'm using shade 130N. Now I do have the Rare Beauty concealer brush. I use that mainly for to apply or to blend out my eyeshadow primer. So I bought another one. That way I could keep that one just for the eyeshadow primer, and then I could use this new one for the concealer. And in case you're unfamiliar with the Rare Beauty concealer brush, that's what it looks like. I'm just going to spray it with some of my IT Cosmetics brush bath. Just clean it that way for right now. All right, let's start blending. Now maybe I went in with too much concealer. What do you like better from Rare Beauty? Are you more of the foundation, or do you like the concealer? Do you like neither? Because that's okay too if you don't like any of them, or maybe you love them both. Maybe these are some of your holy grail products, so let me know. Let me know any tips and tricks you have for these products too. All right, so I'm gonna get my damp makeup sponge. This one is from e.l.f. And I'm just gonna press over everything. Make sure everything is as seamless as possible. Okay, so I would say right now I have maybe on the low end of coverage, of medium coverage going on. I still feel like I can see some of my imperfections peeking through. That's okay. I'm gonna leave it like that. I'm gonna go in now with the new under eye brightener. Now this under eye brightener, I wanna say comes in like 5 or 6 different shades. The shade that they sent me is shade light medium. What's special about this positive light under eye brightener is that it has that stainless steel applicator. I've used this once already and it feels so good just massaging under the eye area. And I used this, let me get a little bit more for the other eye. I used this on a day when I wasn't wearing makeup. I was just wearing my moisturizer, and then I applied this and it just perfect. This is all I had on under my eyes. Now I'm gonna start blending this out. Use my finger as well. Now this is definitely something that you can use even to highlight the cheekbone a little bit. Maybe it's one of those no makeup days and you just want a little bit of brightness. This so far I do like. It did well on that day that I wore it. It looks nice on top of the concealer. Yeah, I can definitely see a brightening effect with it. I'm gonna have to keep playing with this, keep trying it out. But so far, I would say it made a great first impression. Next, we're gonna go in with the Rare Beauty Loose Setting Powder. And the shade that I have is shade Light. I like this powder, but I like this more as a finishing powder. I do have the Rare Beauty powder brush. So I'm gonna pick a little bit up and just swirl it on the cap. I'm gonna set my entire face with this. I feel like this just provides a little too much of a glow for my normal to oily skin. So that's why I like to kind of just layer this, let this be, again, my finishing powder. So normally, like I wouldn't apply this to my nose, but since, you know, I'm doing the full face of Rare Beauty, this is the only powder I have to use today. I would mainly apply this powder to the perimeter of my face and kind of just avoid the T-zone. But I'm also going to use this to set my under eye area. Something I don't particularly like to do with this powder, but as a finishing powder, I think this is really pretty. Just going to make sure that I don't have any creases. And I get these little makeup puffs, powder puffs from Shop Miss A. It's like a pack of 8 or 10, and I put these in the washing machine and they wash up pretty well. Aw man, you know what I forgot to do? I forgot to apply the setting spray. I've been doing the setting spray, I've told you guys this several times already, but I've been doing the setting spray before I apply powder and I totally forgot to do it. It's just, old habits are hard to break. I used to always just apply the setting spray once I was done with everything. And, you know, just trying something else, trying something different. I've been doing the setting spray before I apply any powder. I've really been liking the way that looks, but oh well. And you know what I just realized? We're going in with cream bronzer and cream blush. Oh well, I forgot. We're gonna see, you know, I don't know that I've ever used, no, I think I have. Now that I think about it, I think I have. I was gonna say, I don't know that I've ever used the bronzer stick, because that's what I'm gonna use next on top of powder, but I didn't go in too heavy with the powder. So I've already tried and reviewed these Rare Beauty bronzer sticks, as I'm sure many of you have. These are a really popular item in the Rare Beauty line. The shade I have here that I'm going to use is the shade Happy Soul, and I'll just swatch it the back of my hand. This is a really good shade for me. These are a little more on the fast drying side, so I'm just going to start with my cheeks, and I'm going to use my Rare Beauty 110 brush. I've been trying this brush out lately for cream bronzer, cream contour, and I like it. I think it's been doing a good job. When I initially tried out these bronzer sticks, I bought the first 3 shades. So I'll have that video linked in the description box in case you want to check it out. I don't know if I have a Rare Beauty playlist, but if I do, I'll put that in a pinned comment. If not, I'll have a couple of my Rare Beauty videos linked in the description box. I'm just gonna get my makeup sponge. These are really beautiful. They're really nice. They do last all day. This is definitely one of my favorite things from Rare Beauty. I just think they're so easy to wear, so easy to use. I mean, you just look at what I'm doing. I'm just swiping it on and then blending it out, and they do blend out really well. I always like to go over my cream bronzer, cream contour with a damp sponge afterwards, just to make sure it's blended as good as possible. I don't remember if this wasn't the lightest shade. I want to say this was like the 2nd or 3rd shade. I'm feeling it was the 3rd. Now for blush, we're going to go in with one of the cream blushes, and this one is in the shade Nearly Berry. And I'm going to use the Rare Beauty Cream Cheek Brush to apply. I have 2 shades. I have Nearly Apricot, and then I have the shade called Nearly Berry. And I like these. I think that these are creamy. I think they're easy to work with. I love the packaging on these. But I do also really enjoy their liquid blushes. Those are crazy pigmented. Those are, I think, more pigmented than these cream cheek blushes are. And you can get those both in matte and like a satin finish, I believe, or like a glowy finish. This one is definitely more of a matte. And I want to say that these come in like maybe 6 or 7 different shades. Kind of adjusted my lighting a little bit right now. I feel like it was a little too bright. So hopefully you can see the color a little bit better. Because I was like, I can see it better in my mirror. How come it's not showing up in my monitor? But I think that's better. Just a nice little flush of color. Nearly Berry in the blush. All right, so next we're gonna go in with highlighters. This is the shade that I had really been wanting to try. This is Mesmerize, and this is gonna be more of like a pinky glow, pinky highlight shade. I would place this 3rd in line as far as light to deep. I would say that this shade is definitely the deepest shade. This one is called Flaunt. The lightest shade would be this Pearlized Glow highlighter. This one is called Enlighten. And then the 2nd shade would be this pale gold highlighter. This one is called Exhilarate. So I think today I'm going to be using a combination of the pink and the pearl. So I'm going to start first with Mesmerize. And I'm going to go in with the Rare Beauty highlighter brush. This is the first time that I am trying these highlighters on my complexion. Wow. Ooh, I don't think I need the pearl now, do I? Oh my goodness. I had such an amazing time swatching these. So much fun. So I'm just gonna keep that here, and then I'll do the pearl like a little bit right here, maybe a little bit on the nose, the chin, and the Cupid's bow. That is some serious glow. Now I'm going in with the shade Enlighten. And okay, where am I gonna put that? A little bit up here. Do a little bit on the nose, a little bit, Cupid's bow. A little bit right here. Now, some of you asked, is there glitter in here? What is it like? I don't see glitter. I just see smooth, glowy goodness. Even when I swatched it, I didn't feel like there was glitter. Like it was a very smooth swatch. I like it. I think it just looks beautiful. It looked beautiful on my hand. I think it looks beautiful on the complexion. Let's set everything with some of the Rare Beauty setting spray. This one I think is the glowy one. Is it Always an Optimist 4-in-1 mist. So you can even use this to prime if you wanted to, and then you can use it throughout the day just to refresh the makeup. This does have a really, really fine mister on it. It's a good product. I do enjoy this setting spray, but I do think it does provide that bit of a glow. So if you don't want that added glow, then this might not be something for you, but I love it. Next, we're gonna do brows. And I picked this product up from Sephora. This is the Brow Harmony Shape and Fill Duo, and I got the shade Taupe. Here's what the component looks like. I believe this is gonna be a powder and pomade. Is it? Yeah, that's a powder. No, they're both powders, which is fine. I will use a brow pen, probably from NYX, just to kind of define the brows a little bit better. And I'm going to use the IT Cosmetics number 12 brow brush. I think I'm going to do this shade. And we'll start defining the shape of the brow. So instead of me using a micro brow pencil, which I typically use to map out the shape of my brow, this powder. And I used to use brow powder. Like, that used to be the main thing I used back in the day. And now I haven't used brow powder in quite some time. I think this shade is perfect for me. Okay, so I love the color. I do need, like I said, to go in with a brow pen, and I'm gonna use my one from NYX, the Lift and Snatch brow pen. And all I do is just draw up, flick upwards and outwards. Yeah, I think that's a good match. The shade I have in this brow pen is Taupe. Same shade as the powder. Perfect. Okay, so brows are done. That powder was really easy to work with, and I like that we're getting 2 different shades. I think that's going to be a product that a very versatile product, especially because it's the shade Taupe. Next, we're going to start creating an eye look, and eyeshadow palettes is where I think Rare Beauty needs to spice things up, shake things up in 2023. This is the only eyeshadow palette that I have from the brand, and this is the True to Myself eyeshadow palette. A lot of their eyeshadow palettes are very neutral, which is fine, you know. Not everything has to be super colorful, but you guys know I love playing with colorful makeup. So for me, there's no real standouts in the brand when it comes to eyeshadow palettes. So I'm hoping in 2023 maybe we get a really nice, colorful, maybe a little bit colorful, a little bit neutral eyeshadow palette from the brand. Who knows? Now, I've already primed my eyelids with my favorite eyeshadow primer, the Too Faced Shadow Insurance Primer, although I have heard really good things about the one Rare Beauty has, so maybe that'll be something I pick up next Rare Beauty haul. The shade I'm going to start with is the shade right here, and I'm using my Refer 15. Now, Rare Beauty does have some eyeshadow brushes. I don't have any of them. I've been buying mainly like their complexion brushes. Next, on the Refer 13, I'm going to go in with this deeper shade and just focus that out here and work it into the crease. Now for the lid, I guess I'll go in with the pressed glitter, but I'm going to lay down some NYX glitter primer first. And I'm using a Morphe M709. This is very pretty. Now for the lower lash line, I think I'm going to do a combination of these 2 shades right here. And I'm going to start first with the lighter shade. And I'm using a BK207. On a Refer 12, I'm going in with that deeper shadow. And I'm going to keep this really close to the lash line. Now for the inner corner, I'm going to go in with this gold shade using a damp Rephr 12. You know what I think I'm going to do? I'm going to add some of the highlighter to the inner corner. Maybe that deeper shade. I think that would be a nice pairing with this look. This is the one I was thinking of adding, Flaunt. Let's just see what happens. Ooh. Yeah. Yeah, I like that. Just right in here. Now I do have Rare Beauty eyeliner and mascara. I actually got them as a set and it was over the holidays. And I've been enjoying the mascara ever since it came out, but I have been enjoying the eyeliner as well. They only have one shade. This is the Perfect Strokes Matte Liquid Liner and it's in the shade Black. We'll just use this to tightline. Just like that. Now I'm going to give my eyelashes a curl and then we'll go in with the mascara. Let me guys know if this is one of your favorite mascaras. I keep one of these in my little travel makeup bag, like that I take with me to work and stuff. I have the mini version and I love it. If ever I don't have time to do my mascara before I leave, I do it as soon as I get to work, and this mascara always has me covered. I keep this mascara and the Maybelline Sky High in my little makeup bag. I love this mascara. You can easily layer it. It doesn't flake, it doesn't budge, it doesn't smear. It looks good all day long. I think I'm gonna add a little bit of black liner to the waterline. I don't have a pencil one from Rare Beauty, so I'll do that off camera real quick, and then I'll come back and we'll try to decide which lipstick I want to apply. I'll be right back. Okay, so black liner is on, and I just added this one from Give by Gwen Stefani. It's the shade Black Spiderwebs. Spiderwebs is the shade name. Okay, so in that PR package, they sent me this lipstick shade. This is, I think, one of those lip souffles, if I'm not mistaken, and this one is in the shade Elevate. I actually think this would be a really pretty shade. Over the holidays, they had like a little mini lip kit that I picked up, and I've really been loving this lip kit. It is at the bottom of my little basket here. It's a little mini lipstick. You guys know how I feel about mini makeup products. This one is in the shade Humble. It's like a really nice pinky nude shade. And of course you can buy this in a full size. And it also came with the matching lip liner. I think I'm gonna use, since I've used this on camera already before, and since I know that I love it and I've been using it, I wanna go in with this new one that they sent me. Has a little mini doe foot. These feel so good on the lips, so smooth, but it's gonna give you a matte finish. Ooh, I like that. I think that's the perfect shade for this entire look. Ooh, nice, nice. Again, this is the shade Elevate. And with that, we are officially done with this Rare Beauty look. Let me go ahead and wrap up today's video. Okay guys, so now that I've done this full face of Rare Beauty makeup, love the way my complexion is looking. I'm really loving the way the complexion is looking, including the foundation and the concealer, which have not been my most favorite things in the brand. Let's start from the beginning. So unfortunately for me, the Tinted Moisturizer is just a no-go. This has never worked for me, and I think I am gonna declutter it after today's video. It's just, like I mentioned earlier, not everything can work for everybody, and the Rare Beauty Tinted Moisturizer is definitely not something that works for me. I love and will continue to use and finish up the Pore Diffusing Primer. primer. I think it is a fantastic primer. As far as the foundation and the concealer go, I think maybe I discovered a new way to use them today. Just less is more, and I really like the new under eye brightener. I was afraid that light medium was going to be a little too dark for me, but it's actually a really nice shade. It's more of like my skin tone shade, and that's fine by me. I think these three together, in particular the concealer and the under eye brightener, I think they're the perfect pairing. The setting powder, I've always enjoyed the setting powder, but again, I prefer to use the setting powder more as a finishing powder just because I am oily in the T-zone and I'm just a normal to oily skin type in general. But I do think it's like looking really good under the eye area, and on the rest of the complexion I definitely have a glow going on. And since my skin type is normal to oily, it might be too much of a glow from the start because I'm gonna get that glow on my own. So that's why I reserve the setting powder for more of a finishing powder. But if you have dry skin, or if you just have maybe dull skin, if you have like a dull complexion and you want a little bit of brightening, I actually think this would be a really nice product for you guys to try out. The bronzer stick, I mean, this is like a holy grail for so many people. Work fast with these because these tend to dry a little quickly, and just work in smaller sections the way you saw me do today. But these have been really good. These have been a really welcome addition to my stash, and I've been enjoying them for like a year now. The cream blush in the shade Nearly Berry, I enjoy these cream blushes. These were the very first blushes that I tried from Rare Beauty. I never had a bad experience. I know I've heard some things that some people, these just really aren't for them. They don't get the pigmentation that they want versus the liquid blushes. I think the liquid blushes are outstanding, but if you want something more on the not so pigmented side, but you're still gonna get color because you can easily build these up, but if you want something a bit more natural, I guess I should say, then definitely go for the cream blushes. I love the packaging on these. I've always said they look like little pink rocks on my shelves and I love them. The highlighters, I still can't believe I got this amazing PR package from the brand. These highlighters are so beautiful. I can't wait to continue wearing more of them. And you guys saw that I added the deeper shade, which is otherwise going to be a little too dark for my complexion to wear it as a typical highlighter. But you saw how I kind of integrated it into the eye look for today, and I think it was absolutely perfect. I need to give a shout out to Rare Beauty brushes because like I told you guys, I have a few of them already. I'm building up my Rare Beauty brush stash, and I think that they make really nice brushes. I like the handles on them as well, and they are synthetic brushes. Now, as far as the eyeshadow palette goes, it was nice to dip into it again. It's just, like I said, the eyeshadow palettes that Rare Beauty has, they don't really draw me in. They're not exciting to me. Don't get me wrong, I love the way this eye look turned out, but you guys know I love my color, and so that's why I'm hoping that we really see some new eyeshadow products from the brand coming up in 2023. I have tried their liquid eyeshadows in the past. Those didn't work for me at all. The mascara, the eyeliner, love it. Been using it for the last, mascara I've been using for a year. The eyeliner I've been using for like the last 2 months, and I've really enjoyed it. This lip souffle, this shade right here, perfect shade that was included in the PR package. It just complements the look perfectly. And oh, this, if it's still available, I don't know if it is because it was a holiday little kit, but if you can still find this little mini lip kit available in the shade Humble, I would highly recommend picking that up because it's a really comfortable formula, easy to wear, pinky nude shade, and I like that it's small enough that it can fit in your pocket or it can fit in your handbag. It's an easy to finish up product, and that's why I love mini size makeup. The setting spray, if you want to glow and you want to glow all day long, this is a 4-in-1 mist. It has a very fine mister on it. This is a nice setting spray that's going to give you definitely a glow all day. And with that, guys, those are my thoughts on these Rare Beauty products, my faves and fails from the Rare Beauty brand. Let me know what some of your faves and fails are from Rare Beauty. Sound off in the comments down below and let me know what you thought about today's look. I want to thank you guys so much for watching another one of my videos. You all have a great day or night wherever it is you all are at. Stay hydrated, guys. Drink that water. I'll see y'all very soon. Bye.